Good evening, and thank you for letting me in your home. You are on Street Talk with Father Russ. The New London Republicans just left. I just asked them if they're going to let me on their show. That was to start my night. What I want to do, and they said maybe we'll do something. Hopefully we can around the 25th. Have a Boston Democrat, Independent Democrat, 3 Republicans and me on the same show. That would be a lot of fun. We'd have some interesting airtime. But before I go too far, I do want to hold any calls for about 15 minutes. I come on the show. I was going to dedicate the whole show to prison people who watch us, but I've got sidetracked after I read a couple of articles tonight. And maybe little children, you know, I do apologize. 2 weeks ago, we had some callers that were really calls that were not nice and disgusting. And Father did his usual. I flipped out a little bit, and you know, we don't want. I don't want the kids to feel too bad that they see somebody who's in ministry probably swearing and getting angry and challenging people because of their filthy language. But maybe that's a good time for parents to teach them that I'm human just like everybody else, and just because you wear a collar doesn't mean you don't get angry, fight, or drink, or do stupid things, because I do all of those things. But tonight I got a little Tambriers with me, sitting on my co-host here, probably trying to keep me under control a little bit. I read some stuff in the paper. Most of you know that we were very instrumental in the development of the hospitality center, the drop-in center. 5 years ago, had our own drop-in center until they took over, that organization took over. We have a lot of friends there, but we have been controversial about the shelter. And some people think I oppose shelters. At this time, in the crisis we're having in the country, that is not where I am at this point in time. I think we got a lot of people out of work, out of homes, that really need that type of thing right now, and it's going to get worse. So I'm really concerned about that area. But the one area, and I want to read this before I get into this, that I flipped out on, and I am very angry, and I think a couple of people need to be run out of office. February 28th, a letter was written to Martin Berliner, our city manager, okay, and it went like this. Dear Mr. Berliner, I am writing to seek a letter of support for our application for funding under the Department of Veterans Affairs Homeless Providers Grant. The goal of our proposal is to help meet the needs of veterans from the New London area who find themselves experiencing homelessness. I believe we are in an excellent position to help meet this need as outlined in more detail below. To include it in our application, we would need any letter you can provide by March 17th. If you have questions regarding the letter, you can contact me at a number and by email. And this was written to our city manager by Reverend Kathy Zoll. I would also gladly come to meet with you at your convenience to discuss our proposal in more detail. And our proposal is to rehabilitate. Now, this is the proposal that Reverend Zoll put forth, to rehabilitate an existing vacant 4-family housing unit in New London to provide transitional housing for 8 veterans with ties to the New London area who are experiencing homelessness due to substance abuse, post-traumatic stress syndrome, or mental illness. She's talking about a house that isn't in use, that they're going to refurbish, okay, and help the city, okay, in this proposal, and take care of our veterans who protect us, who put their life on the line for us. And this goes for...
Finish the letter.
No service will be provided in the housing unit. No services will be provided in the housing unit. The use will be strictly residential, with only 2 veterans sharing each apartment. Veterans will pay rent based on a percentage of their income. Along with this transitional housing, we will assist veterans to link to treatment, employment, and other services they need to return to independent living. Working closely with the VA Homeless Outreach Team, which is out of Connecticut and out of the hospitals. Wonderful team. We will seek to support veterans as they move as quickly as possible from the transitional to permanent housing. It may be possible to support some of this permanent housing with newly available VA housing vouchers. Over the course of the first year, we propose to serve a minimum of 15 homeless veterans. Good luck if they can, but this is a good proposal. Helping at least 75% find permanent housing within 9 months of their entry into the transitional housing. In all we do to support the veterans we serve, we will keep the person at the center. We will have no fixed program, no mandatory elements. Each situation is unique, and we will listen to, honor, and encourage each individual in reaching his or her goal. Each veteran will have the support of a case manager with knowledge of available resources, training in client-centered support approaches, and, in many cases, their own experience in the military. Self-determination plan, which is what the VA does. Our plan is to supplement the stability provided by a single case manager with a variety of community building, mentorship, and internship opportunities aimed at assisting the veteran to return to independent living as quickly as possible. For each veteran, rapid return to permanent housing will be the continual focus. As we help veterans seek out services, our first focus will be programs specially designed to meet the needs of veterans, offered through the VA Connecticut healthcare system, medical, psychiatric, substance abuse, vocational and rehabilitation support and training services. The Veterans Administration Homeless Team, the Department of Labor Veterans Initiative, the Connecticut Department of Veterans Affairs, the Soldiers and Sailors and Marine Fund, and our local VFW post. All hope to help. Representatives of the VA Homeless Outreach Team and the DOL's Department of Labor staff charged with meeting the employment needs of veterans are frequent visitors to our daytime hospitality center, allowing us to build strong working relationships with these critical resources. Actually, they were involved with them now for 5 years. When I first came here, I'm very tied to the veterans thing, and that whole program has been going on for a long time. Many of our homeless guests utilize the services of the VA West Haven campus and the CBOC in New London, giving us knowledge of these systems as well. To this rich array of services, we will add community-based support when appropriate. In particular, we expect a high demand for employment-related services. In the current economic environment, we believe the job search support will need to be augmented by internship, job training, job shadowing, mentoring, and target job creation. In addition, we would work in close collaboration with Southeast Mental Health Authority to make full use of their extensive expertise and resources in the area of supported housing. New London Homeless Hospitality Center has become a place that homeless individuals now know and trust. Each year we see almost 100 homeless individuals, and resources available. Your letter of support would strengthen our application in this very competitive process. Please call me for any questions. Thank you in advance, and this is Cecilia Catherine Zoll, the Executive Director. Now, I am thankful for the 5 voters, as I read in the paper late Monday night. City Council voted to write a letter supporting the grant application for housing needs for veterans. In a 5-2 vote, the Council agreed to support the New London Homeless Hospitality Center's request for a Department of Veterans Affairs Homeless Provider Grant. However, 2 councilors, Michael Bucetto III and Deputy Mayor John Maynard, voted against